Okay, so I'm CammyG, and I'm going to be doing the trap tunnel videos for amplifier D, which is the beach amplifier. So that's amplifier D on mine. I think it could possibly be E on yours, depending on what order you put it in. But it's known as the beach amplifier because of the the beach down there that you can end up lobbing the enemies down to if you've never built for this. So for this you can get attacked from the east, which they spawn like over there and down on that little bit over there. And then there's the south direction, which is a spawn like down at the bottom there and a little bit on this higher up bit. So since it's got two directions and it is quite a big build, I'll probably do a video per direction. It depends how long it ends up taking recording. So you know, there is that. But I am going to start with the south direction, I think. So like I said, the spawn is all the way down here. The main spawn in a way is around about there. Some spawn over here, at which point they will come up this ramp here. And oh, there's the lava bomb. And some spawn like up here. So the main thing you're going to want to do is, you know, they spawn here. We want to bring them up this ramp, and then through this little tunnel here. So this is where we're wanting to get them to eventually. We can just do this. So that's where we want to get them. Now let's think about how we get there. Also, the ones that come up this way we're going to want to bring up here. So we don't want anything to come around this area, which means we are going to want to do this. So basically just block off this entire area. Luckily that's just out of the way of that. And yeah, there is where you're going to want to block to. And then this is like where we'll bring the husks to. They will obviously just be able to walk through here because, you know, we can't put a wall here. So what we do is we let them go there, but not from, you know, not from the other side. We block that bit off. So they could come through here and come out, which is what some flingers will try and do. But that is why we will put a flinger, you know, shield. Like, we'll just end up building, like, you know, this over the entire thing. But like I said in the other video, for the shields like that, I'll do that as one video for the whole thing. For now, you know, you just need to build ramps over the tunnels, which I can sort of briefly explain when I get to that point anyway. But what we want to do is bring them down here and through here. And this, you know, this sort of like meets up with this other direction effectively. Okay, so I accidentally fell down into the pit there, which was quite annoying. But yeah, we want to bring these up and basically out of these two blocks here, which is, you know, where we're going to want to bring them up, these two, whichever one we don't put a floor on is the one that they'll come up, because as you can see, if we put a floor there, they won't be able to walk up. So like if we don't put a wall this side, they can get up that side. I think we might want to do it that way actually, because we don't want them to go through this direction. We want this to just be for, you know, the ones that spawn over here. So what we do is just do that basically. Might want to do that as well, and a bit of that. That should block them off enough. We'll want a wall there anyway for these trap tunnels, and a ceiling and a floor. So now with this side, what we want to do is get them from here to there. Obviously, as you can see, that's a bit annoying. I think we can build around it. I'll just build this and see if this is enough. See if the lava ball there actually hits this, because it might not. I'm not sure. I'll just try and get it to activate and see what happens. Alright, so this one seems to have landed in the safe area. So we should be good, but I'm not too sure. Now, as you can see, there is this little tunnel. Well, it's not really a tunnel. This little path, which they could come down. So I'm thinking we could possibly just try and chuck them off. You know, like actually let them come round this way. And put wall launchers on these with, you know, slowing traps on the floor. Put that there. This one is just to stop them from, you know, going like this and walking straight past the traps. That's what that's for. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I like that. Because then they'll get chucked off into the sea, and the only place for them to come back up, I think, is like round there, which we'll get to with the other direction anyway. So, yeah, I've just realised... No, that's fine, that's fine. As long as we do this, the husks can't get round there. Perfect. And... Oh. Yeah, so it looks like these trap tunnels are safe from that lava bomb, which is great news. I'm going to block that, so that the husks have to come up this one. And I'm going to put a wall there. So they'll come up here, you know, we can put a gas trap there to hit them as they come up. And what will happen is we'll slow them and then use this to like knock them, you know, back out. And then this gas trap will get used over and over again, which is efficient. Down here, yeah, we'll put traps in. Here we'll probably want a wall. Over here, I'm just thinking if we put a wall there, yeah, that'll work. What we do with this is put a wall launcher, it'll make them go flying back down to here, at which point, you know, they have to go through our tunnel again, which is what I love about trap tunnels, is, you know, sort of recycling them. I find it hilarious and extremely useful. I do believe this is where the other spawn is, and you can either, like, open this up and let them go in there, or you can, you know, have, like, this bit open. I'm not sure which one I want to go for. I feel like they're probably more inclined to go left, but I think I'm just going to leave both open. You know? I think that's what I'll do. And, yeah. So, they'll come up here and come to here. Now, this is the area where, you know, they might try and lob from. So, how do we stop them? In fact, I think what I've done in the past is, like, have this where they come in, and then keep them inside from there. Yeah, I think we'll open this bit up. Have them come up to this side. You know, close that off. And then we'll probably have to block that, just so that stuff doesn't, you know, walk straight up here and go this way. Now, yes, they can just go around here and then come up this bit, but what we can do here is, you know, just block that. What this does is make it so that they can't just walk up. Yeah, they'll try and probably hit the floor if they did go down here, but we will be putting traps here anyway, or at least on this one. So, you know, it's not a waste of walls or anything. And we might want to move that one to here, so that we can actually use it as a trap. And we'll probably end up using those as well, which you'll see when we get to it. Now, we want a floor there, and walls here. This is part of the trap tunnel. Over here, what we want to do is, let's see, probably something like this. And then flatten that off. A wall there, which we can put traps on. We need to get rid of that floor so that they can't just walk up, and we will also want floors here. Now this you know, this will make it so that they can't walk up here. They would have to go around, you know, or just beat through this. It is definitely an annoying one, and we might even need to do something like this. I'm just gonna make it the cones edited, just because it looks nicer. So, you know, that'll stop them, hopefully. And what you can actually do here now is, you know, for the shield, is just like do this over this entire courtyard area. That'll stop lobbers from being able to lob. So, you know, that's just an example of what that might look like. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it'll take too long. And I'm thinking I'm actually going to have to make this into a 2-part video, which is fine, because it's just going to take too long to make. So yeah, we'll continue these on. So they've come through here, through here. At this point, what we're going to do is we'll have a wall launcher here. If we put a wall here, they'd probably just start banging through it because it'll be too far to go around. So we'll put a wall launcher here, which will bang them to here, and then a wall launcher here, which will send them probably not all the way off, but it'll still push them, you know, enough. In fact, what we could do is this. So that what happens is wall launcher knocks them to here, and then we have another wall launcher here, which knocks them into here. That works. This will be used with the other direction, which again we'll see when we do that. So all we have to do now is just connect these up, really. And here, what we want to do is, I would say block this off, but you might want to use it as an entrance. In fact, we can get through there, so there's no need. Block that off. So that stuff doesn't want to, you know, wander around that way. Even though I don't think it can get around that way. But I've been surprised before, so I don't want to be surprised again. We might want to do... let's see. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to do that? Smashers will charge this, so probably not. We will want that. With that. And probably just that. I mean, we as the player want a way in here, really, so I'm tempted to do this, you know, like that. I am very tempted to do that. The only thing is, stuff that comes from here will then just walk through here, walk to here, and walk through here. But that would only be small husks anyway. I don't think smashers can fit through that gap. So, you know, it's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. This would work best if I did that. And I'm going to do that. I think smashers might end up getting angry. What's behind here? Is this an actual... Yeah, that's an actual wall. So I think smashers might end up hitting this, which, you know... Okay, that's annoying, but I don't think there's any way to get past it. So we're just going to let them do it. But this gives us the ability to put a wall launcher on here and knock them off down to this pit, which is, you know, useful. And then when they get to here, probably keep it like this, or we could just open it up. It doesn't matter too much. Just put a wall there. Now, I don't know, I'm not doing this yet, but in fact, I'll leave it on the video. So yeah, we can probably put, like, you know, a few extra things there. There's not necessary though. I don't know if you'd want to do that. You might want to save your structures. So, you know, that's a personal decision whether you want to do that or not. Now we just have to build a little bit further down over here. Because, like I said, the spawn is all the way down here. There's... I was just about to point that out. There you go. What we are going to do is this.
Time to build.
This. And this. So what this allows us to do is... no, we don't need a wall on there. Because we can't build on the actual spawn here. I mean, what we can do, though, is this. And put broadsides on these, which is really useful. This wall might actually end up getting broken by the lava bomb. We'll see when it comes down. But what this does is we can sort of make them move a bit more as they're coming up this ramp, so that we may hit them with broadsides on the sides and then gas traps above. Put wall launchers on here to knock them as they're coming up. It probably won't hit a lot, that, but, you know, it'll still get some. I do want this lava bomb to come back down. There we go. Is it going to take that wall out? No, it's not. We're good. I'm considering switching that the other way around, but no, I like this. So from here, this is where we can take them up here, and then up here we'll be taking them here. If we put a wall there and build it that way, we can then knock them off here, which I think might be what we want to do. I know at the top here we definitely need them to come up this right hand side, because I remember on one of my storm shields I brought them up the left and they started beating some weird stuff. So yeah, in fact, nah, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of knocking them all the way back, we'll bring them this way and use this as one of these with the wall launcher on there. This will just be a wall like that. This one will knock them back, you know, out here. Do that. Bring these all the way around. Oop, nearly forgot a wall there. Now, the husks aren't going to want to go this way. They can't really do anything from here. I mean, well, actually, flingers can. So that's a bit of an issue. So we probably actually want to do like this. Because if flingers got to this point, they could stand here and they'd be able to fling husks all the way over here. And then they'd just walk in. So... But then again, you're probably going to... Yeah, well, you're definitely going to be building a lobber shield and a flinger shield. So, you know, play around with it if you're a bit, you know, more confident with your trap tunnels. Hopefully not everyone just builds this like for like. Hopefully some people, you know, use it as a general guide and, you know, add their own little tweaks to it. Because you might need to. Yeah, here we can put that above. Down here, what we'll do is we need this one to be open because this is, you know, where they spawn here, like I said, which we can put gas traps over. So, you know, and then what we'll actually do is put wall launchers on these back ones. What we can do here is put broadsides on them, and then on these two we can put a wall launcher which will launch them back down there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, now that we've got that, we will be letting them in here, so we can... Whoop, what the heck? I did not mean to do that.
Let's see.
So we'll bring them through here. Let's see. Yeah, I want to put a wall there so that we can put a wall launch here to launch them back. We'll bring them around here, do that, and then this is where we'll do this. The reason I'm putting that there is because some people will, you know, they're husks, not people. they'll come up here, you know, to this point and then move over so they can get hit by that gas trap that we'll eventually put there. And yeah, that is the build for this area, I think. We just need the traps in for this direction anyway. Right, so obviously we need traps in these tunnels. Just so you know, I've decided to do this as two separate videos just because I'm so busy I just don't have time to get that many videos out. So what I've decided to do is do the two directions as two different videos so that I can get the first one out faster, so I don't have to wait for them all. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is put, apart from this one here, I'm going to put tar trips on them all. Tar trips, because that's a thing. Tar traps on them all. No trap here because this could be a spawn point. Yeah, these all want to be tar traps because we want to, you know, we want to slow them down. And then up here, again, tar pit trap. If it lets me put floor traps down, cool. Yep, definitely want to slow here. Now here, obviously, we will want a floor launcher because we've got our slant. This is to knock stuff back. With the new changes, this won't make smashers go back, but they'll still have to, you know, stand here and smash this down, which will take time for them. We could always put wall traps down, you know, damaging ones. But as for the rest of this, we will put tar pit traps. Apart from here, where we will put damage, because we're going to be, you know, knocking them back from here into this room. That's the only way they're going to get there. So there's no need to slow them. We just want to damage them there. And then that's it for the floor traps. Let's go ahead and do the, you know, other types of traps. So down here we want broadsides, because these will ping back and forward as the enemies spawn and walk up here. They'll get hit by these. In the middle we want a wall launcher. That way, if stuff spawns here, you know, they're going to slightly move over, they're going to get knocked back, they're going to get hit by the broadsides more times than one. Up here, launchers again, so that when stuff walks up the ramp, it gets to the top, might get hit here, sent back out, you know, it's going to get hit by all the traps again, which brings us onto the ceiling. If I can, please let me switch to ceiling trap. Okay, so gas traps everywhere, even with the gas trap change. I'm gonna put gas traps everywhere because it's still the best ceiling trap, honestly. Just whack this bad boy in all of these, and as soon as I'm putting in all of them, I'm just gonna go through right now. Why do I not have a ceiling trap here? That's interesting. We should definitely have. No, I'm actually broken right now. Okay, yeah. So, gas traps through the whole thing, all the way down here, and at the bottom, all the way through over here. Now, on this one, we want a wall launcher, because this will send them back out. You know, they'll get hit by the gas trap again. They'll get hit by, you know, whatever again. We might want to even, you know, do something like this and put broadsides. That way, the stuff that spawns down here gets hit by, you know, more stuff. Up here we want... I was going to say put broadsides here, and I'm going to stick with that. Broadsides on the sides. Here. Da, 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 da. We have an opening here, so what we're going to do is... broadsides here like that, but then we want that there. And then for the other ones, we just want broadsides like normal. Down here, let's see. No need for broadsides here, it's too far over, honestly. What we might want to do is put a wall launcher there, because what that will do is, you know, in fact we can do it on this one as well. Stuff when walking past here, or if it spawns here, will then get knocked down here. They have to either go up there or up there, and they're going to get hit by, you know, many more traps than if they just walked up here. We could also, you know, put broadsides on these two. I'm not going to do this just because the amount of stuff that spawns here isn't massive, and, you know, we only have a limited amount of structures, so I'm not going to do that. Right. So as you come up here, broadsides, you can put broadsides here if you have enough structures when you've built everything. I'd say just put them up here for now. We want a wall launcher at the back to knock them back down, and we want broadsides on the sides on pretty much all of the rest of them. Yeah. And then a wall launcher here, because what this will do is when stuff walks here, it's obviously going to get sent down into there, which is our main goal. Which is kind of why it'd be useful if we could, you know, knock them from there over there, but we can't. So, whatever. What we can do is put a wall launcher on this one, so that when they get there, so that when they get here, they'll get sent back all the way down here, walk past this one again, and then hopefully get knocked back down. Over here, I'm going to say don't put broadsides, just because we really want this to, you know, knock back the enemy. So what we might be better off doing is, you know, like doing this sort of thing. That's up to you whether you have enough structures or not to do that. I'll let you decide. Then here we're going to want to slow, and then... oh, no, not that. Sorry. Floor launcher. Cool. Then we just got wall traps in here, so down this entire thing we're going to have to put this on here as well, here. And then on this one we want the wall launcher. We've already... oh no, we haven't put them in there. How far did we go with wall traps? We didn't get them down. Right, so here we want a wall launcher. This will send them into this room, at which point we will hit them with 3 broadside traps. Over here we want a wall launcher again, to knock them back all the way out there, so they get hit by stuff again, you know, recycle, all that good stuff. Wall launcher here will send them out into this open area, so they'll get hit by more traps again. I'm going to leave this one blank, you know, because I don't think the cannons will do... And I've changed my mind. I'm going to put broadsides there. At the top here, we're going to put broadsides at the sides, because this will trigger when stuff gets up here. They'll knock back and forwards, they'll start to roll down, and then they'll hit the stuff that's down at the bottom. So, you know, it's going to affect stuff more than once, which is awesome. In here, I'm not going to put them on the sides, just because I don't think a lot of stuff's going to go in here, and I don't want to use 2 traps on this. I just realised we don't have a gas trap in there, which I'm going to append. And that is it. So that is your beach amplifier south direction. So like I said, I'm going to make a separate video for the east direction, just because this is taking ages to record, just because of being busy, and it's going to take ages to edit probably, and I want to get it out there for you, so I'm going to do this separately to that one, so that I can send it once this part's done and not have to wait for this part. But yeah, thank you for watching as always. I hope you found it useful. Definitely subscribe if you haven't done already to get notified when that one comes out, and I will see you in the next one.